hard on my face. I said, I know my family cares, but I'll be smoking even though there ain't a chance to repair. I'll be smoking even though I know the cancer is there, and I'll be smoking with my dope and blowing grams in the air.
Hey guys, welcome back. But staying safe out there. Gonna jump on this track by CAINE called Addicted. Thanks for everybody that's been watching, requesting, liking, commenting, doing all the good stuff. But don't forget to press subscribe, man. Let's jump on to it. The last track we did, The Rule These Streets, absolute banger. Like your Hamill music. Visuals by Lahai.
Addictions rule most of my life. I want to be a good father, apple of my eye. It's like my own reflection is the hardest sight. Words just can't express how hard I've tried. All those I love, I'm so sorry that I've lied. Cause of the pain I caused, I'm broken inside. Can you please forgive me? I just want to make it right. Fuck addiction, your forgiveness is my greatest fight. 32 years of
fuck addiction, your forgiveness is my greatest fight. Those are some deep words, man. Addiction is the hardest thing. If you go through addiction, it is the hardest thing to kick in your life. It's the hardest fight you'll ever have. But to get forgiven, man. But dude said, yo, I'm doing this from the child, the apple of my eye, yo. And the fact is, yo, every time I look inside the mirror, I'm looking at somebody that I can't stand to look. Dude's fought some demons. You can tell by the newspaper clippings, and dude's fought some demons, man. And it's hurt some people, and he's broken inside. And dude's on the right path, man.
Addiction, your forgiveness is my greatest fight. 32 years of mistakes that I've made. 32 promises I've made here today. So many times that I tried to change, but every time I become a slave to my pain. Every day's a torture that you can't escape. Doubting everyone's love, is it real or fake? Cause of drugs, my decisions aren't mine to make. My head's held high, but I'm about to break. So much pressure, I'm about to snap. And all those closest to me could never picture that. Stressing, I got the weight of the world on my back. There's nothing anyone can do to change that fact. Cursed with this sickness that they call addiction. Can't eat, can't sleep, having fucked up visions. Losing everything because I refuse to listen. God give me one wish, and it's to be forgiven. To carry all this guilt.
Yo, if God give me one wish, it'd be to be forgiven. Forgiven for all the pain and anxiety and everything that he's caused everybody in his life from going down the path that he went down with addiction. But CAINE's jumped on this track and he's like, yo, I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. This is how it is, this is as raw as anybody and open as anybody's gonna get on a track, man. To openly say, yo, I've wronged a lot of people in my life, and I've shunned a lot of people away, even when they thought that they were doing the best thing for me. But when you're addicted, man, it's unless you've been through it, or you know somebody that's been through it or going through it, I don't think you can really pass judgment on how hard addiction is.
To be forgiven, to carry all this guilt, it's a burden on my soul. I can't stop now because I can never be told. Been beaten and broken, but still I'll never fold. Done a lot of bad shit, but got a heart of gold. No challenge turned down, every battle accepted. Can't stop now until this rap game's perfected. Spent my whole life just being neglected, but I'm here now and I can't be rejected. You can't.
Ooh, before he starts with his hook, I think it's a hook that's going to start. I'm not passing judgment, and don't ever think I'm passing judgment. I won't pass judgment anyway. In fact, CAINE's been open, I'll be open. I've lived through a life living with somebody severely, massively addicted to heroin. My older brother is 42 now. He's actually homeless. As we speak, he's actually homeless. Yeah. I'd say from when I was about 7-8 years old, we've lived a life of people kicking doors down at his house where we lived, come looking for him, come looking for money that he's owed. We've had all his belongings stolen from us. Every bit of money you had to hide. Any valuable stuff you had to hide, because he was severely addicted to drugs, still is. But it's a line there jumped out at me, and it was I'm not going to stop this rap game until it's perfected. A lot of people, when they kick addiction by starting up a new addiction. So it's a mentality that you live with. If you're addicted to something, you'll always be addicted to something. You'll just change it to something else. And like I said, I'm not passing judgment, but dude said, Joe, I'm not going to stop this rap until it's perfected. Dude is now addicted to rap, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just the mentality that some people have, unfortunately. But, he's laying it down on the track, man. I can't fault this guy whatsoever.
But I'm here now and I can't be rejected. You can't judge an addict unless you've lived it. On top of the world, that habit, I kicked it. I'm a different person when I'm lost and addicted. Took my soul, turned my thoughts sick and twisted. You can't judge an addict unless you've lived it. On top of the world, that habit, I kicked it. I'm a different person when I'm lost and addicted.
I'm so happy that he's kicked it.
Turned my thoughts sick and twisted.
God can judge me.
Losing weight, dodging calls, I'm paranoid. Now it's becoming even harder to fill that void. The old me's gone, completely destroyed. Consequences of addiction you can't avoid.
That old me is gone. I can't fill that void. So that's the void of every day. What's my purpose of today? My purpose of today is to go out and get drugs. To go out, or if he's an alcoholic, go out and find my next drink. To fill the void is the gap that's left behind when you've kicked the habit. It's finding the motivation to get up in the morning to do something else. And obviously, you always said, I've got a child. That is now the apple of my eye. That is... But he's filled the void with music. Like I said, man, the void has been filled with music and perfecting his art in music. I'm so happy that is clean, that is sober, man.
Destroyed. Consequences of addiction you can't avoid. I'm delusional, seeing shit, hearing voices. Drug fucked, feeling like life is pointless. Flinching and jumping at all these noises. Now I have no control over my own choices. I'm starting to forget where this all started. Drugged up, my mind abruptly departed. It's left me hyper-vigilant, feeling mad and crazy. Like I'm gonna kill any heartbeat that betrays me.
Like I'm gonna kill any heartbeat that betrays me. The whole thing there about flinching and jumping at any little noise, like I say, I lived that. Any car that drove down the street, my brother up at window, seeing who it were, and you can't control stuff. Just going back to my story personally, I'm not taking it away from Caine. I did tell you that my brother's homeless. We tried taking him in. I've got 3 kids. I don't know if you know. I've got 3 young children, and to take my brother in, we did try it once. We tried it twice. Tried it a few times. Of giving money, giving thousands of pounds to try and help him out anytime he needed it. If somebody doesn't want to get clean, no matter how much help you give them, it doesn't work. The person has to have the mindset to want to get clean, man. That's all I'm going to say. But we took him in. Save it for another time.
That betrays me. No rules, going John Wayne on the game.
Going John Wayne on the game.
My name. Fuck who you are or from anywhere you came. We're all gonna end up in the ground all the same. Once a junkie with carnage on my mind. Couldn't fuck with me at any place or time. Didn't give a fuck, I'd just do the crime. No hesitation, I'd still do the time. We all have pain inside that we don't share. We're all too ashamed and afraid no one cares. But you see real pain when he or she stares. Always when you need them most, but no one's there. Addicted when I was committing all that senseless crime. Putting my body and my freedom on the line. All day and night, I'm risking doing time. No fucks given, wasting this life of mine.
The whole thing there about putting my body and my freedom on the line. I'll tell you another little story, actually. It's quite weird, this. Not only is my brother addicted to heroin, my brother hung out with my uncle, who died of a heroin overdose. So, putting your body and your freedom on the line, yeah, people get locked up, people lose their lives, people get bad batches. You see it all the time. Festivals, fucking anywhere you go, people get bad batches of something, people OD. Putting your freedom on the line, people go out there, steal. Around drugs comes a lot of crime. You got to pay for your habit. If you're addicted to something, you can't work. You can't keep your same mindset. You're fucking flinching all the time. And it pleases me. It pleases me so much that kid is saying, yo, I'm sober. I've kicked that fucking habit. I've got myself clean. I'm past that, man. I've got different things. I've got a different look out at life, basically. I'm ranting on today, but I just know how hard it had been for him.
Drugs are bad, there's no ifs or buts. They'll take everything, especially those you love. Make no mistake, your time will come. So this is your chance, your one chance to run. You can't judge an addict unless you've lived it. On top of the world, that habit, I kicked it. I'm a different person when I'm lost and addicted. Took my soul, turned my thoughts sick and twisted. You can't judge an addict unless you've lived it. On top of the world, that habit, I kicked it. I'm a different person when I'm lost and addicted. Took my soul, turned my thoughts sick and twisted.
Yo, I don't know. Thought we were finishing. It's not. It is.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children.
Visuals mile high. Right, guys, that's that one done. I laid a lot of stuff out for you there, as did CAINE. If you're going through anything, there's a lot of help out there for people. There's a lot of help out there for people, man. You just need to want the help. If you don't want the help, then you'll never kick any habits that you've got. I like that. I'm so happy that CAINE's on the right path. So happy, honestly. Right, guys, that's that one done. Thanks for watching. If you watched till the end, let me know about anything that I missed. I'm sorry for boring you with my personal family history. See you guys on the next one.